Hello, everybody. Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another one of my 52 long runs in 2018. Today's long run is my fourth long run of the year. Um, 4 in 15 days isn't bad. There was I had another one in me there last week, but did not get to it because the truck brakes ended up needing a lot more work than just the line replace. Had to replace calipers and brackets and rotors and the whole 9 yards. So it took much longer than what was anticipated. So that day got delayed long run. And then the weekends I don't run long because I don't want to take away time from Karen. So went ahead though, took off today. I went running. It was in the 50s. Temperatures were amazing. Absolutely beautiful. I did put on a long sleeve shirt, as you can see, mostly because I was going to be running in the shade. I decided to. I've been really hesitant about going back out to run the mountain bike trail, my favorite, what I call Port Orange Trail, even though it's actually not Port Orange. It's Doris Leaper. It's a mountain bike, horse trail, hiking trail. I love the trail. And that's where I fell a few months back there a couple months ago when I screwed my leg up bad. Like I still got nerve damage in it that's causing me some issues in there. So I've hadn't ran out there. Had literally not been out there. Had no intention of going back out there in my mind, I think, for quite some time. And even this morning, I had planned on getting up and going running the trail. I thought, well, I'll go park here. I'll run this way instead of doing the opposite direction I normally run. And I also thought, well, there's actually this new little spot I could go run out, and I didn't and whatnot. And then decided I want to take back the parts from said truck when I did the brakes. I have the core parts for the caliper and that need to go back. And I thought, well, I'm going to take that over there anyway. Taking the dogs, I'm taking the truck, and I'm already halfway to the park where I fell at. I'm like, why not just go run there? Just say to hell with it. It's a much slower pace, much more effort though, with all the hills and the roots and whatnot to worry about. And I have to get over this fear eventually. So went out there, ran, turned out fine. It was in the 12s. I think my average pace was, but 12-minute pace there is I'd say a low 10, high 9-minute pace on the flat land. Like I said, it's very technical. You're holding up with a dog and stuff. He's behind you, he's in front of you. You're stumbling, you're tripping, you're washing your foot. You have to really concentrate. It's a lot more difficult than normal. The run went well though. I ended up, I think, at like 8.83 or something like that. I think it was total. Was perfectly fine with it. I actually ended up the last bit. I ran around after I got done with my 8. I was kind of finishing up a little bit running. I was sub 9 minute. I was like mid 8 minute range pace there on the flat sandy road. Much different than the trail. Absolutely different than the trail. So went ahead. I was able to enjoy myself. Took water out with me. The dog. We met a few new people on the trail. Met a handful of people after the trail on the walk out to stretch my legs out afterwards. Felt pretty good. I had a massive, insane pain in my right shoulder. It just felt like a knife back there, stabbing at me probably half the time. It kind of faded in and out. It was a little bit worse, a little bit less, and definitely was causing me some issues. It was what it was. I had a great time. I rolled my ankle one time really, really hard to the point that I literally felt the top of my foot on the ground. Like I felt my foot roll completely under itself, and I was able to luckily catch myself from falling. And it sucked. I told myself, don't stop and think about it. You're less likely to be concerned if you don't stop. Just keep moving. So I did such thing. I just kept moving and just basically did my best to ignore it and move on. So I was able to finish. Like I said, felt good. Didn't have to walk anywhere at all. Just did the whole running the whole time. Stopped and water the dog every 2 miles. Took a drink myself every 2 miles, and then just kept powering through it. Had a great time. So I ran nervous. My body was all tight. I could feel I was just super tight, super tense, super nervous, super concerned about tripping and falling in that. And even I started loosening up, getting a little better and stuff. Then I got back over by the part where I'd fallen before, which was 2.41 miles from the truck, which I had to run on that damaged leg, bleeding like it was. I got nervous back in that section. It's a different type of roots, different type of tree coverage, and I felt my body tighten up. I felt my shoulders get real tight. I felt that right shoulder blade especially felt painful right then. It was definitely a lot of nerve-wrackingness of it, and it was not the funnest time. But I got the run done, so I'm 4 done. I've got a 52. I got plenty of time to go. I'm 15 days into this, which should only be run 2 if I'm going 1 per week. So I'm already doubled up my run still, and I'm going to keep at this pace, I hope, until it gets hot. That's my goal, is trying to get a couple of these done a week and keep staying ahead of the pace is the main goal. So that way I have a little bit of time, a little bit of gap. I fell off and thought, well, I'll make it up in the fall last year, and never made it up. So my goal is not take my foot off the throttle here until I'm either injured, which I hope doesn't happen this year, or until I reach my 52. If I reach my 52 in 26 weeks, then I'll take my foot off the gas. Until then, I'm going to keep powering through this and trying to stay on top of this as best I can. So anyway, that's all I got for right now. I will talk to y'all soon. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Get out there, lace your shoes up, hit the door, get your run on. Thanks for watching.